Hey guys, so this is a little bit of a different video today. I know a bunch of people have been asking us in the comments to address like a recent situation in horrible tragedy in the Star Wars community, and it's probably why, well, it's not probably why, it's exactly why we haven't really made any material this year. I mean, I'm already getting emotional about it because it was horrible, and so last December, we lost Carrie Fisher, who was Princess Leia, and I'm already not gonna do well during this video, but I'm gonna try to power through. But she was my idol for a lot of reasons. I mean, I was introduced to her as Leia, but she became so much more than that later in life. I read her books, and she's just a phenomenal person and activist and person overall, and wow, this is going well. So there's a reason why we just couldn't make content, or because we couldn't not address it, but we weren't quite ready to, and as you can see, I'm still not quite, and a lot of people won't realize how hard it is to lose somebody like that, or why I'm taking it so hard. I mean, because I didn't know her. I didn't. I do want to tell a story though later about the one time I met her, but not really met her, just sort of met her. But she was an idol to me. She had so much to do with my day-to-day life. She's on my phone case. Her voice is the text tone when my boyfriend texted me. Like, literally, she was a part of my day-to-day life. Always. I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I think about Star Wars every day. And we have this whole channel dedicated to it. And she was so much more than that too. I just bought, I bought her book, the Princess Diarist, before her passing a while ago, but I mean, I didn't know her, so in a way I lost somebody who was much more perfect. And she was a celebrity status, so in a way I may have idealized her and perfected her and put her on this level that was unfair of me to do, but that's probably why it was just so hard to address losing her. And man, I was like really thinking I was okay. I was actually asked to go on BBC and talk about it, and I just knew I wasn't ready. And this was like a while ago, like right after her passing. I just knew I couldn't do it because, again, it was just unbelievably difficult. I lost somebody who, even though I had no part of her life, now I'm just tearing on my shirt. She was just so much part of mine, and I felt like she had so much more to say and do, and it just devastates me that we won't see that again. So I just kind of wanted to tell the story, something happier, of the one time I got to meet Carrie Fisher. It was a couple years ago, and I was on my way to MechaCon in New Orleans. And so we're at the airport, we're at LAX, and I'm there with my friend Michelle, who is Maseru, if you follow cosplayers, and we're in line, and there's someone in front of us, and this was before The Force Awakens, so a year before it, and I'm just looking at this woman, and I hear her voice, and I recognize her voice, and that's what I'm trying to, like, okay, and I immediately say to Michelle, I'm like, she's somebody, she's somebody. I don't really see her, she's standing in front of us, she's not facing us, but I know that voice. And so I'm like thinking about it in my head, and she has Gary with her, and again, we don't know at the time that it's Gary, but she has like this dog. And Michelle, my friend Michelle, loves French bulldogs, and she's just like, I don't care who it is, I want to go pet the dog. And so she just goes up and asks Carrie if she can pet her dog. And of course I'm too terrified to do that because I'm still trying to figure out who it is necessarily. And it's in Carrie's response being like, yeah, she can pet Gary. Carrie's response that telling Michelle that she can pet Gary is when I figure out who it is. My mind meld does the thing. And this is how I figure it out. I'm like, oh, she had a role in 30 Rock. She says, Liz Lemon, you're my only hope. And that's when, again, it comes all, I'm like, cause it's Leia. She says that because it's Leia. And I start freaking out. Michelle's already over there petting her dog, and I'm trying to get her to come back to be like, it's Princess Leia, it's Princess Leia. And I know she, like, even in her book addressed that she hates people just saying that she's Princess Leia, but it's Carrie Fisher. And I'm, yeah, just freaking out. And eventually Michelle comes back over, and I'm like hitting her and when telling her, and she's like, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm like, no, I am very, very, very sure that this is Carrie Fisher. And again, she's probably one person or two people ahead of us in line. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go cut the line and look at her boarding pass, which is creepy, but we're like getting onto the plane. And I did try to get a picture, and it was really bad. And I got my like slight acknowledgement with her, which was just like a, yeah, my friend's kind of like petting your dog, yep. This is awkward, but, and because I'm not sure if, I don't know, but we went around and she scanned her boarding pass, and sure enough, like, it came up as her name. It was Carrie Fisher. And it was just, that was such like an insignificant moment. And, well, not insignificant, because I was so excited, and I like posted it everywhere. I'm like, I don't care that I'm being creepy, and like posting pictures of the back of her head as she's getting on the plane, when I know it's a horrible thing to do, and unbelievably creepy. But again, as you can see in this video of emotions and tear stains, this was a big moment for me. And being on like the same plane as her, and again, there was no interaction from me. I didn't even go pet Gary, but it was just, I had my moment of sort of, in a way, interacting with Carrie Fisher in a bit. And having that moment, in a way, has made me really happy. Just knowing that I have it. I'm glad that, even though it wasn't like a formal meeting, and it wasn't great, it wasn't this thing that both of us would have remembered forever. Michelle and I probably will, because it was, like, for us, it was really exciting, and it was just so brief. But I'm just really glad to say that I had that moment, that I got to see her, or like be there. I have my Carrie story. That's what I get to say. But yeah, so that's kind of why we've had a hard time making content, because there's just no way not to address it. But now it is addressed, and as you can see, I'm still emotional about it, and everyone's been great, and all the people that knew her are wonderful, and I'm so sorry for all they've had to go through, especially with Debbie Reynolds passing as well. They had a really beautiful story and love story that makes it even like more tragic, but beautiful at the same time. So I'm gonna stop talking, but anyway, that is my addressing of, it is just like a raw video, and who knows, I might take this down later, but I know people asked us to address it, or how we were handling it, and it, admittedly, it wasn't great. It wasn't perfect. So thank you guys so much for watching our channel and listening to our podcasts and stuff, and content will resume soon. Back to normal, but it was a big thing, and it was a tragedy, so I wanted to address it. Thank you guys. Bye.